Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Vande Nityananda Soditam Shri Ranga Nityananda Shri Vachanda Radha Kunda Kunda Hari Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Shri Nandanda Vande Shri Hari Katha So this is Sunday Satsang, August 20th.
August 20th.
August 20th, and it's Shraddha Sunday, auspicious day is Sunday. Jewel and Yatra is going on, so it's a very happy time of Raj. So this is questions and answers. So there's not a lot of people that ask questions. Any questions? One thing I can say is that it's sad to see the disappearance of ancient culture right in front of our eyes. Because I've lived here for one whole generation. I lived in Radha Kunda and Vrindavan for 36 years, so they say 20 years is one generation. My parents were 40, were 20. Parents were 60, were 40. It goes like that. So every 20 years is a generation. So when I first came here in 1887, and I moved to Radha Kunda in 2002, everywhere, in every house in Jewel people set up jewelins. They would put the houses, the streets are very narrow, like in our Mula, our neighborhood, Ramchandra. It's very, if you can reach out and touch the house across the street, it's very close, and very wide streets. So people used to put a board across the roof, from one roof on the south side of the street to the roof on the north side of the street, put two ropes there, make it swing. There's no cars come down the street, a bicycle, pink bicycle and so on, or a donkey, or sometimes a wild bear escapes. You see a bear running down the street. But, so they would stretch a board between the two houses and hang some ropes and make a piece of wood. And all the kids would swing. You go down the street, you get kids were swinging down in the street. And one house the other, you have to duck your head, go under the swings and go by. And all the kids were laughing. It was so much fun. Every house was doing jewel. And then the doors, entrance to the house, from the street entrance to the house, they would put up a little board and put a swing there. So the little kids, they're too big, too small for the street swing, were swinging the door swing. In the doorway entrance to the house, the little swing. The little kids, like 2 years old, everybody was swinging. It was Jewel Yatra time for 2 weeks. Everybody in the neighborhood, everywhere you go around and see swings. If you go on yatras around Vrindavan this time, 20 years ago, you go to Rama or Gopal or Varsana, everywhere you see girls and boys swinging, mostly girls. Little girls. Now you don't see any swings. In 20 years the culture has died. So many things. And around Shraddha time in Ashwini Maina, Krishna Paksha of Ashwini Maina, it's called Shraddha time, worship the ancestors at sunset through Shanji. Shanji draws figures, stick figures on the wall outside your house. On the wall outside your house, it draws stick figures of husbands and wives and kids and cows and animals, and decorate them with flower petals. It's called shanji. Some temples, like Radha have shanji decoration. They have a shanji mandir outside the entrance to Radha, on the left-hand side, the area where the monkeys bathe there. A water trough where monkeys jumping and bathe. There's a little mandir there. The artists did the shanji there with different colored sand. They painted it to make a whole scene, and artistic painting out of sand or something. But shanji would be in front of every house on our street at sunset for 2 weeks. Everybody's house would decorate. Take cow dung, make a rectangle, make a border with a picture frame with cow dung. And they make figures of cow dung inside, and decorate with petals. This festival is from Radharani's time, Shanji. And Radharani observes Shanji festival. So that festival is also disappeared. And holy festival, where those colors holy. Holy is nothing anymore. There's nothing, no one's throwing colors. A few temples throw holy, that's about it. For every street, everywhere you go, you get bombs. Kids are going to the roof and pour whole buckets on their head. It doesn't happen anymore. You might say good, but no colors. That's right. No holy, no joy, no shanji. This is Kali Prabha. Everybody's with their cell phone. 2-year-old kid, 200-year-old kid, everybody. That's the only thing I lament. It's Juan time. We're doing our Juan here with our Radharani, our Giriraj. But the people aren't interested anymore in Juan. It's the effect of Kali Yuga. All culture has been destroyed. You can see it everywhere. Because, like it starts out with the kids, the parents try to get their kids interested, and the kids say, no, we don't want to do this. So then they can't pass on the culture to the kids. Because culture is passed on from generation to generation. The mother and father may set up ropes and say, we're going to swing. I don't want to swing, I want to play my cell phone. I want to play kill the guy game or something, killing games on cell phone. Murder games and shoot the guy and shoot the bears game. There are black bears and white bears, and see how many white bears you can knock off. They go boom, boom, and they have little pistol, little press buttons, and 4 guys for the boom, boom, and fight. It's all bombing and shooting games. Airplanes go like this, and you shoot on the guy, boom, boom, boom. It's so exciting. So like my parents set up a drilling, and the kids, they say, get on drilling, I don't want to do this, get myself on, wham. We see our Radhika, she's 5 years old, she's crazy about cell phone. She won't eat her food without cell phone. You give her crayons and play, she'll do that for 5 minutes and have a cell phone for 5 hours. Anyway, that's my observation of cultural degeneration, cultural loss. I mean, I come from a country that doesn't have any culture, just crazy animals. But India has strong culture. It's all connected to Krishna and Radharani's Leelas, or some Murti Leelas in South India, Rangaji's Leelas and Babaji's Leelas, marrying this one, that one, Sri and Boo and all this stuff. All kinds of religious festivals and a whole culture of humanity orbits around Radha and Krishna or Vishnu, Lakshmi, Sitaram, like Rudra and Shiva. Marriage of Shiva and marriage of Lakshmi Narayan and all these different things. Oh God. A few Brahmins make some noise. That's all. Anyway, any questions? They say all is gold. No questions. It's been entertainment for last one. No question. Any questions, Ed?
Yes. 1 minute. There is one. Just now.
Read the question. It's better if it... Okay. Jaya Radhe. Next question. Rahul.
Is Purnamasi a manifestation of Yogamaya in Vrindavan? Does there exist any more forms of Yogamaya in Vrindavan? Anurag.
Huh?
Anurag.
Yogamaya Puramasi. Puramasi is just like Radharani is personification of Ladni Shakti. So Puramasi is personification of Yogamaya Shakti. But this spiritual energy of the Lord has many different forms. One form of Krishna's internal potency to arrange Leela, it's called Manasi Devi. One form is called Kalyani Devi. One form is called Sanket Devi. There are many different types of Devis, and it's Shaktis of the Lord that engage in different sevas to arrange for Krishna's Leela. But when we talk about specifically Radha Krishna Leela, then Yogamaya is the main player. Just like the main player, the main arranger of material energy is Mahamaya, Durga. She has so many names and she has so many different forms. There's 12 forms of Durga: Kushmanda Devi, Chandi Devi, Durga Devi, Brahmachari Devi, Alexandra Devi. No. Different forms, Kali Vairava, all very many forms for different activities, but it's one person, Durga. So Yogamaya is one person energy of the Lord that arranges the Leelas. So the main player in Krishna Leela and Vrindavan, in the Maya Jagat, in the Bhava Vrindavan and the Chit Jagat, Goloka Vrindavan is Yogamaya is known as Purnamasi. And she has her grandchildren, Madhamango and Nandimukhi, and her son, I guess. Her son is Sanipani Muni, and I think so. I don't remember the husband of Yogamaya. This is explained in Radha Krishna and Stevika. So our Goswamis, they talk about Yogamaya, they always talk about Yogamaya as Purnamasi. But these other forms of Devi or Shakti are also in the spiritual world, and also in Bhava Vrindavan, and they're helping arrange Krishna's Leela. Just like there's Mathura Devi, just like Hanuman went to Lanka, and there was a Devi in charge of Lanka, called Lankeshwari or something like that.
Lankini is the demon protecting the world.
Lakini. Lakini is a demoness.
Protecting Lanka.
Yeah, well, there's Mathura Devi, Brinda Devi. So every Dham has a form of Devi, and Shiva to protect it. So Digpal. So Vrindavan, we have Bhuteshwar in the south, we have Nandishwar in the north. These are all Shiva lingas. In the east, we have Gopeshwar. In the center, we have Chakreshwar. If someone tries to drop in by drone or something. Some demon comes on a drone or mini helicopter, tries to come in the middle, and Chakreshwar will knock him off. He comes to the west side, Kameshwar Mahadev. So there's also Devis, Mansi Devi, Mathura Devi, must be different Devis. Always there's Devis and Devas everywhere protecting. Just like in the villages. In the villages, most people in India are farmers. They have different village Devis.
Grama Devata.
Yeah, Gram Devata and Gram Devi. And they have some temple of them out in the fields, and the farmers worship the Devi. Just like the builders and bricklayers, they worship Vishwakarma. They worship a form of Hanuman. They take a brick, Eid is red brick to build a house with. That's the basic element to build a house. And they cut it with kunkam or sindoor and mustard oil, and they worship like an avatar of Hanuman. It's called whatever.
Vishwakarma.
Huh?
Vishwakarma.
Yeah, Vishwakarma Maharaj. And they keep that brick even after the house is built. Keep that brick somewhere on the roof or somewhere. I asked her, what's this whole brick for? So no, that's very important. That's the house deity. I said, the house is falling apart already. He said, no, you don't throw out the deity. So he's around here somewhere. Every Saturday, every so often on Saturday or Tuesday, usually Saturday, I junkyard ask for money to buy sindoor and mustard oil and sweets, because, Vishwakarma eats sweets and Vishwakarma eats prasad. So he does pujas in a brick devata. She brick Maharaj. Brick Bhagavan. Have you seen? Yeah. So these are all, in other words, we worship powerful entities. So for us, worshippers of Hare Krishna, we were interested in worshiping Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya arranges for one to enter into Vrindavan, enter the Leelas of Vrindavan. So we worship Puramasi. There's a Puramasi Murti and Mandir outside of Sevakunj in Vrindavan. Near Radha Damodar temple, there's Sevakunj. There's a Murti inside there, a Puramasi. We went there, you may recall. Went there, Puramasi. And Vajray was pretty friendly. He was telling us all kinds of stuff. We started to leave, we went away, and he called us back. He gave a whole song and dance. It was nice. Varanasi. I went one place to see General Mandal. We got thrown out by the Babaji. Place is so developed, there's nothing. There's little grinding saw a footprint on it. That's a big scene there. All these heavy Babaji. Get out of here. Like chasing dogs out of the temple. That's so funny. We go to another place, and the guy welcomes us in, feeds us, and the Guru talks to us for half an hour, gives us all kinds of Chavanprach and all kinds of free medicine. One place you treat was like a god, and next place you treat like a dog. That's the fun of going on yatras, One place we were treated like dogs, then we took collection donation. We gave the Pajari about 5,000 rupees. They started treating us all kinds of garlands of offers on. That was Lakshmi Devi's temple in Belvan. I don't know if you remember. Belvan, Lakshmi Devi. Guys, look at him. Oh, these dogs. Russian dogs, American dogs. Some Indians lost their cats, but these guys are also dogs. You're like, I said, let's get a donation. Come on. Yeah, well, got 5,000-7,000 rupees. Okay, he told his son, bring out the car, bring out the barbershop. So, in Vaita Parivar, we read in Gorganda Stivika by Kavi Karampur. He gives the identities of different persons in Gaur Leela. And he says that Sita Devi, the wife of Vaita Prabhu, his wife in Krishna is Yogamaya Puramasi. So she's a big player. So we're nice to Vaita's wife, and we'll get in the Leela. And she arranges all the Leelas of Radha and Krishna, and all the Leelas of Madan. Brinda Devi works for Yogamaya. Brinda Devi's downline. She like MLA, you know. Administrative Legislative Assembly. And Yogamaya is like Prime Minister. Prime Minister of Leela, Yogamaya Puramasi. She says, yes, there's Leela. She says, no, there's no Leela. Even Lita follows Yogamaya. Like you say, bigger than Krishna is Radharani. Bigger than Radharani is. Bigger than Lita is Yogamaya. Anurag is in Maya, so it's good he's asking about Yoga Maya, because he's stuck in Maya. So he should try to find out about Yoga Maya and try to find out how to get her mercy. Right now. More question?
Yes, Italian net.
Italian, ask a question in Italian.
In Italian. Ho una domanda, come questo è il sentimento di Madhurya, le servitrici mangiari di Radha e Krishna.
She said Italian. Okay, try.
I said in Italian.
Okay, try English now.
Yes. How do the manjaris taste the feeling of Madhurya Rasa of Radha Krishna? How they taste this Madhurya Rasa?
How they taste Madhurya Rasa. You taste, the way you taste ras is by identifying with the ras vishai, the objective ras. Any ras you want to taste, you have to identify yourself with a particular mode of love and identify the beloved with that mode of love. So you want to taste any ras, you want to taste Vatsalya ras, first you have to establish your identity. I'm a mother of Krishna. And you establish the rasa vishai, the object of your rasa you want to taste, that Krishna is my son. So if you want to taste, if Manjari wants to taste Madhurya Rasa, she has to identify that the rasa vishai, the frame vishai, the subject of her love is Krishna. I want to love Krishna like Radharani loves Krishna. That's called Madhurya. It's called erotic, intimate love between Radha and Krishna. That love I want to identify with, I want to taste. So first you have to establish your own sthairati, your own fixed identity. What you want to taste, what rasa swadan you want to taste. I want to taste the rasa of Krishna's love. And from what position? I want to taste it from the position of a Sakhi, but as a Sakhi servant of Radharani. So that's one step down from the Sakhis. The Sakhis are tasting Sambhogichatmika. Their desire, Icha, is directly to enjoy with Krishna, erotic union with Krishna, Radharani and Krishna. That's called Sambhog, enjoying completely, unlimitedly with Krishna. And the manjaris want that same taste, that same enjoyment, one step down. It's called Tad Bhavichatmika. They desire to taste that feeling, that bhav, not to embrace Krishna, but to experience the feeling that the Sakhis experience when they embrace Krishna. Not to kiss Krishna, but to experience the feeling that Radharani experienced when she kisses Krishna. So that all comes by equalization. This is the term that Nanda Swami uses. Equalizing your mind and heart with Radharani, you're laid to be Shaka. So you become one in mind and heart, but not one in body. Their body is not your body. The bodies of the gopis, Radharani gopis, are reserved for Krishna. Your body is engaged in the service of the Sakhis and Radharani. But your heart and mind are one with the heart and mind of the Sakhi and Manjari. Your one in heart and mind is simultaneously one and different. Your one in heart and mind with Radharani, different in body. Your body is made of a certain kind of bhav. Everyone has a bhav deha. You don't have bones and flesh. You have a bhav deha. Your deha is tat bhavichatmika. My bhav deha is made of desire to taste the bhav of Radharani's heart. The bhav of my Teshwari Shaka. And the Sakhi's body is made of Sambhog bhav. Sambhog ichatmika. Their desire is to enjoy fully with Krishna, body, mind, heart, everything. Everything I have is for Krishna, happiness and pleasure. So they experience it. If Radharani is happy in loving Krishna and serving Krishna intimately, the Manjari share the same happiness. Because they're one in heart and mind with Radharani. Because where do you experience happiness anyway? You experience happiness in the body and senses or in the mind and heart? Ask yourself. Where do you experience pain? In the body and senses or in the mind and heart? What's the answer?
In the mind.
You ever get your teeth fixed? You ever get a cavity? You ever get teeth cleaned? They give you Novocaine, so your mind can't perceive the pain of your teeth. So the teeth have nerves, but without mind connection, there's no pleasure or pain. Pleasure and pain is in the mind. Happiness and distress. There's nerves connected to the genitals. There's nerves connected to the lips and connected to the brain and mind. So that's disconnected by certain drugs. All that may be going on, you can't feel anything from that. There's a short circuit because of drugs, Novocaine injection, whatever. So it's not the organ, or it's not the senses that experience pleasure or pain, it's the mind. So, oh, my back hurts. Your back doesn't hurt, your mind hurts. So you take a pill and then what happens? You cut off the connection between your mind and the back? Every month we get a period where you suffer like that and you take some pills and you sleep and you don't feel the pain because it gets short circuit in the mind. Those are called psychotropic drugs. Psychotropic drugs. Psycho means the mind. In technical terms. Psychotropic. T-R-O-P-I-C. Psycho means mind. Psychology. we need Babaji to do some drama. She'll enact the worst. No mind, no happiness, no pain, no gain. That's why ignorance is bliss, because I have no mind. Pagal, you go crazy, then you don't feel any pain. What's the question? What's the question?
How Manjari is to taste the Madhurya Rasa of Radha Krishna?
Yeah, that's it. You taste it through Radharani and Krishna. It's becoming, you have to become one with her heart and mind. That's how it works. It's transmitted. It's transferred. It's feelings. There's transcendental emotions, transcendental feelings. So when you get a spiritualized mind and heart, then we can experience the feelings and sentiments around Krishna. And that's called Bhava Bhakti. So now we can't imagine because we're not anywhere near Bhava Bhakti. We're free, dull. That's how it works. There's a term that we talked about before, but it's not the same because it's material. Vicarious enjoyment. V-I-C-A-R-I-O-U-S, vicarious. That's what movies are about. A guy doesn't have any girlfriends, so he goes to a movie, a love movie, guy and girl. So then he becomes the hero in the movie, and through the hero he's enjoying the heroine. The male actor is enjoying the female actor. The audience guy, the guy in the audience, is enjoying being the actor hero in the movie. Yeah, because of identification. There's a fight scene, the hero's fighting some competitor guy for the same girl, the guy's here. He's moving his fist, you know, yeah, get him. All right, got it, good, you know. He gets out of his seat, you know. Sit down, sorry. I'm forsaking my girlfriend. Yeah, okay. Eat more popcorn, so. Don't get so into it. Don't get so involved. You know, he's really involved. That guy's really involved, that girl. So, involved means some sort revolve. Involved means revolve. Round and round. That's the whole idea. That's what we try to do in this world. We're trying to become, that's what I don't know how many times I try to tell this point, but we're trying, what does bhakti mean? Bhakti means to become one with the heart of bhaktas. The param bhaktas are Radharani and the gopis. So we have to become a gopi-like mind and a gopi-like heart. So where's the starting point? You start in Vrindavan? That's the goal. Have a Siddhanta in Vrindavan and then have a Bhavdeya and engaging in all leelas of love. So it starts, it's an impossible proposal and impossibility to enact or fulfill that proposal. But actually, it's the truth of the matter is that loving Krishna starts with loving Guru. And that's what happens when you love Guru. Love Guru can get all kinds of mixed up if people aren't on a transcendental plane. If the disciples are on the material plane or Guru's on the material plane, then it doesn't work. One pulls the other one to the material plane. But the Guru is supposed to be on the spiritual plane and lift up the disciple to the spiritual plane. What is true love, what is true feeling, what is true seva. That's the whole idea of having a Guru in the life, to learn to love Guru, and that love of Guru will become love for Radha and Krishna. It's based on feelings. That doesn't have anything to do with body. Bodies are engaged in seva, practical seva, cooking, cleaning, translating, puja, whatever, teaching, whatever, giving medicine, being at the guru's doctor, or anything. All these are different kinds of sevas with the body. But the real thing is to develop our spiritual senses and our spiritual sense of love and dedication. Because Radharani and Krishna, this question, how do the Manjaris experience Madhurya Ras? It's just like, how do sadhakas experience love for the Guru? To experience Madhurya Ras means experiencing the love that Radha has for Krishna. Tad tad bhavichatmika. This is Manjari Bhav. Tad tad bhavichatmika. My desire is to experience that bhav, tad bhav, that bhav that Radharani's experienced when she's loving Krishna in the kunja on the flower bed. I want to kick her out of the flower bed and jump on Krishna myself, like some people do. That's not my idea. That's not what Lord Chaitanya came to do. So it's identification with the mind and heart of Radharani. What does she feel? That's why I say memorizing the 24 dandas and 50 lilas every 24 minutes is not so important. Understanding the heart, the feelings, what is the feeling she's having, how much she's dedicated, how much she loves Krishna, how much she's surrendered. We have to become like that. We have to become dedicated like that, surrendered like that. We're so selfish and so egotistic. We have, all our fingers are pointing this way. No fingers pointing that way. All our fingers are pointing towards me. I have 10 fingers, they're all used for me. Not for you. Only you are hitchhike. I stick my thumb out. I have 10 fingers. I use one finger to catch your attention, get a free ride in your car. It's called hitchhiking. You sit on the road, I use one finger for your sake just to catch your car and get a ride. I'm supposed to use all my 10 fingers to serve you. That's Manjari Bhav, isn't it? We're using all 10 fingers to serve ourselves. All my hair, my hands are going to my hair, my face. I'm supposed to be dressing Krishna, sadhana Krishna. I'm putting ankle belts on, that goes. I was supposed to be different folders for different questions. I gotta get in the swing here. I want to do a question. Question. You park over there by the camera, sir.
Question by Jaiti Chandra.
Jayati Chaiti Kam Janmana Vraja.
Gurudeva, when there are desires of material enjoyment attacking us and our intelligence is lost, is this kind of attack predestined by our karma? And is there anything we can do except practice repentance?
Except what?
Practice repentance.
That sounds a little funny. The question is a good question. We're attacked by material desires, so we surrender to them, then we enjoy it, then we feel bad, so we repent. Is that the only thing we can do? That's your question.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to look at it, I got it.
Yeah.
I have material desires. I want to drink a bottle of whiskey, and it's really hard. I can't resist. So I drink it, and I feel bad because that's not good. I repent. This is all I can do.
Is this predestined by karma?
Where do material desires come from?
Past sanskaras.
Karma! No karma, no desire. Love is no desire. Love means you, whatever you want. I have no desire. All my desire is to serve. I'm made to serve. You have desired, I fulfill them. Like a proverbial genie. Genie comes out of the lad's lap. Yes, master, what is your desire? Kim Karomi. Kim Karomi means kinkery. What do you want? How do you desire? This kinshin, a kinshin. So if you have desire, that means maya, that means karma. We're a servant, we have no desire. Krishna gives, we fulfill desires. Our duty is to fulfill desires of Krishna. Guru says, do this, chant this round, do this, yes, 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 yes. Okay, do those 100 things, yeah, okay, here's 100 more. There's no end, there's no end. Seva is endless. Nitya Seva. Your eyes are going. No end. Life sentence. Dun 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 dun. Sentence her to life. Lifetime of service to Krishna. Oh no. I wrote. Life after life after life. Nadananda Sundaram Kavidam Vajradishikami Mama Janmani Janmani Ishre Bhagavatat Bhaktir Aitaki Tai. Ready? Okay, get on the back, let's go. Gonna go round and around a few more times. Okay, get up. Get up. Okay. Get up. Now what's this? Well, last one here. Get up. Okay. Everybody up? Okay, good. Grassy, coming back, go around, kick off each side, walk the merry-go-round. Some sort of merry-go-round, you know. Just hold on to your horse. This is fun. 1 life, 2 lives, 3 lives, 4 lives, 5 lives, 6 lives. This is so much fun. Get out the horse. Netizens, called netizens. The citizens, they're called netizens. Tell you now? They're called netizens. That's fact. Guys are with it. Citizens, netizens. Bhaktas, or, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anurag again, my question.
Okay, Anurag.
Bhagavad Gita 2.14 and 15 says, by tolerating happiness and distress, disturbance appearing from mind makes one eligible for liberation. By tolerating happiness and distress and disturbance appearing from mind makes one eligible for liberation. Please give me some understanding of this verse. Second chapter 14 and 15.
Yeah. Toleration.
Matra Sparshastra.
This question is connected with Jayaji's question. Because she said, I have material desire, everyone in a material body, as long as you have a material body, the material body exists because of the presence of karma. Karma means desire to engage in material activity. So the best way to destroy karma is to do bhakti bhajan. And that we have the power to say no. And the power to say no comes from intelligence, buddhi. Buddhi means discrimination function. So when we do bhakti bhajan, our intelligence becomes strong. Because now our intelligence is weak because we're not getting support from Krishna. We're only getting support from our destiny, our karma. So most people, manda sumana matiya, their intelligence is very weak in Kali Yuga. Minds are very strong. So mind is the repository of all our karma. So when karmic desires come up, we shouldn't submit to them and be a maya that repent. We should say no and stand with Krishna. Arjuna fought, but with Krishna on his side. He didn't fight alone. So no one can fight Maya alone. You can only be successful. You can fight Maya and be successful if Krishna's on your side. With that verse, Yacha Yogeshwara Krishna Tattva Shri Vijaya Bhutir. It's in the 18th chapter of Gita, verse number 70. It says, wherever there's a devotee and he has Krishna on his side or her side, they will always be successful. They'll never be defeated by Maya. So this is the point, that whenever your karma pushes you to enjoy Maya, you pray to Krishna and say, Krishna, I don't want to do this. This is my karma. Please help me get free from this karma. So if you're sincere and pray to Krishna, Krishna helps devotees. Krishna doesn't help non-devotees. But if you're surrendered to Guru and Krishna, you're a devotee. So Krishna will help you. So there's no reason why you have to submit to your karma. No reason why you have to repent. Because you shouldn't fall down to begin with. Fall down should be a rare thing, not a daily thing. Sometimes there's some fall down due to some overly powerful karma. But you shouldn't feel that I'm helpless, that I'm powerless. You have Krishna on your side. As much as you depend on Krishna and cry out to Krishna and pray to Krishna, Krishna will be there for us, devotee. After all, your name is Jayati. What does Jayati mean? Victory. From Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. So you're Jayati, so you should be victorious in samsara. You should be a conqueror of your mind. Vijayate. Jayati means Jaya, Jaya Sri. So chant Hari Krishna mantra and pray to Krishna for strength. And you can overcome all your bad karmas and bad desires. And as far as Anurag's question about tolerance in 2.14 of Gita, this is basic instructions on how to develop mental power. Because the yogi with a weak mind stays in samsara. It's impossible to attain liberation or to practice bhakti without controlling the mind. So the beginning way to control the mind is to control the effect of opposites. Don't be affected by opposites. Pleasure and pain, name and infamy, fame and infamy, heat and cold, winter and summer. You tolerate and do your duty. That's what the key teaching there is. Tolerance is a sattvic quality, is a quality of sattvic good. So you have to cultivate sattvic good by practice. So good qualities are developed by practicing bhakti bhajan. You get spiritual strength to become a saintly person. Saintly person has all good qualities. Tatiksha Krunika Surida Saridena. Tatiksha Krunika. And Kapila Muni's teaching in the third canto, he says, Tatiksha, tolerance is the first quality of a saintly person. Compassion is the second quality. Tatiksha Krunika Surya Saradena. He's very friendly, very loving, kind, and friendly. He or she. Tatiksha Krunika. Krunika means loving, compassionate, and kind. And friendly means helping. Yeah, well, that may be true or not true. Some sadhus have Gupta Shatru. So sadhus are born with their karma. Enemies are born with their karma. A very highly evolved sadhu has no enemies born. Ajata Shatru. Ajata means not born. Shatru, enemies are not born. They already gone through all that in previous lifetimes. Some sadhus have to experience enemies on their road to perfection. Arjuna never walked the peaceful road. Arjuna was a great devotee, but he met much opposition. So many saints, they have a clean path, but many saints are also saints, but they fight many battles on their road to success. It's battles that make you strong. You get a few bumps and bruises and breaks, they become strong. Your Anurag Singh, you're supposed to be a Kshatriya. Singh means lion. Ah! So lions are powerful. They should tolerate. Oh, not recording. Okay. It's okay. No tension. Question. Tell me a question.
Finish. No more.
Oh, finito.
Finito.
How do you say Russian, finito?
Khatam. Russia.
Kaput. That's German, isn't it? Okay, finished. I'm not finished with you yet. Okay, question. Yes, sir.
We hear that Radha Manjari is chief attendant of Vishaka Sakhi and Rupa Manjari is chief attendant of Lalita Sakhi. What exactly means? I don't understand. Chief attendant means they do service for Radha Rani.
What's the question again?
What is meant the chief attendant?
Who's the chief attendant?
Like Tulsi Manjari is chief attendant for Vishaka Sakhi and
It's not chief attendant, it's not.
It's written. I don't know.
Rupa Manjari is the form of Rani's love. That's the first thing. Shri Rup, she's the Rup, the form of Shri, the Rani's love. And so she's most intimate with Radharani. Just like heart-wise, Rupa Goswami is most intimate with Mahaprabhu. Thus, Rati Manjari represents Kandharva. Kandharva means erotic love. Cupid, Kamdev. So Rati Manjari represents that. That's why she's called Rati. And Rati Manjari, because Radharani is personification of Rati, she's Rati, transcendental Rati. She's a transcendental Kamadevi for Krishna. Kamadevi for Krishna. So her closest Sakhi, closest Manjari attendant, servant, Dasi, is Tulsi Dasi. And also her chief of all the Manjaris is Rupa Manjari. So these two are important, Rupa Raghunath and Rupa Rati. One represents Radharani's love, the other represents Radharani's Rati. Her basic loving mood towards Krishna is represented by Shri Rupa Manjari. Her basic erotic tendencies towards Krishna to satisfy Krishna's erotic love is represented by Tulsi Manjari, who is also called Rati Manjari. Our Guru Manjari is I asked him, I said, that means if we get your mercy, we get the mercy of Rati Manjari? He said, yeah.
I mean, they say chief of Vishaka Sakhi.
Huh?
Vishaka Sakhi.
Yes, everyone has to have a close friend, close Manjari. So Lalita Manjari's close Manjari is Rupa Manjari. Vishaka's close Manjari is Rati Manjari, Tulsi Manjari. They're close. but they themselves are both close to Radharani. They go with Radharani, Rupa and Rati go with Radharani, when Lita Vishaka don't go. But the social hierarchy, the first number one Sakhi is Radharani, and then Chandravi, then number 2 is Lita, number 3 is Padma, number 4 is Shaka, number 5 is Shaivya. It goes like this. That comes down to Manjaris, social hierarchy. Sakhis are top, the Manjaris, the top of the Manjaris is Rupa, the second Manjari is Tulsi. The social hierarchy. Attendant is they're all Sakhis, they're all girlfriends. They all think you're attendant. on Uteshwari. It's not like they don't have ID tags like an international company or something. Photo ID tag. On Uteshwari. And everyone knows this guy's the PM, this is CM. They don't have to walk around with a tag. I am the CM. You just everyone knows who's who. I know this guy is husband of this lady. He doesn't have a tag. Don't touch this lady, our husband. I look at you, I already understand. You're like, I understand. I you don't have to tell me what you mean. Guy's like 2 meters, half tall, 100 kilos. I understand. Don't touch what I shouldn't touch. So understood who's who. Like everybody comes here, so who's that guy? Who's that guy just sitting there? Is he the big guy here? Yeah, he's the big guy. I was in ISKCON, I used to carry a danda, sannyas danda. All the villagers would come and touch my feet. And there's so many people with saffron all around. Finally got it done. Oh. This danda means this is where you drop off your karma. It's like a sign. Drop your karma here, you know. Arrow point, doing. Drop your karma dump, recycling center, recycle center, karma dropping center. Come touch. What to do, Tell your questions.
Who are Yuteshwaris? Are they Ashtamanjaris or different? I heard that Anangamanjari is Yuteshwari of Lalita and her Sakhi, under whom Lalita Sakhi acts. Anangamanjari is supreme.
What you trying to give to my whole book? What's the question?
Is that correct or wrong? I don't know. Anurag has asked me this question again. Who are Yuteshwaris? Are they Ashtamanjaris or different? I heard that Anangamanjari is Yuteshwari of Lalita and her Sakhi, under whom Lalita Sakhi.
You're all crazy, got confusion now. Radharani is the Supreme Yuteshwari. She's in charge. She's the leading Sakhi of all Sakhis. Radharani has 8 Sakhis called Asa Sakhis. Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Induleka, Chambak, Rangadevi, Tungadevi, Sudevi. These Asa Sakhis are Radharani. Now each of these Asa Sakhis has her own Asa Sakhis. Now that's one category. And in Padma Puran, Skanda Puran, it says the 8 major Sakhis of Vrindavan. I'm talking about Radharani's camp. Now you're talking about the totality of Vrindavan. There's also Asta Sakhis. Asta Sakhis, first one is Radharani, then Chandali, then Alita, then Padma, then Shaiva, then Shama, and then, Vishaka, like that. So the Astasakis of all Vrindavan, some are Radharani and Chandrali, and they're two parties. And some are neutral Sakis. So there's different ways to look at it. Nangamandri is not, I haven't read anywhere in Goswami books. Nangamandri is a Yuteshwari. It says in Radha Krishna Juganda Stivika by Rupa Goswami that Nangamandri is Vara Saki. She's in the category of Vara Saki. So she probably has her Rasa Sakis also, because she's a big Saki. But generally she's called, in most parivars they have Yoga Pit, and Nangamandri is listed as an Upasaki. UPA, Upasaki. Upasakis are Nangamandri, Kalavati, Shubhangada, Hiranyangi, Radhaleka, Shikavati, Kandaramandri, Phokalika. These are Upasakis. So Nangamandri is called Upasaki. When you hear from many books and many gurus, you get a good kitschy brain of confusion. I prefer pure sabji with nice rice or roti puri. I don't like kitschis for sick people. So you keep acting like this and reading here, hearing there, because keep eating kitschy and keep being sick. Because kitschis for sick people that can't digest. But kitschy doesn't make you strong. It just maintains a sick body. They eat roti and puri and ghee. Become healthy. But you're sick, eat kitschy. But you're hearing here, hearing there, hearing everything everywhere. So you're ending up with kitschy. Kitschy Tattva, kitschy Siddhanta. You have to find one guru and follow one guru, otherwise, a servant of all is a servant of none. One servant, one master. Like when the Goswami Shastras talk about sadhusanga, what does that mean? They say, what do they say? Adho sadhusanga. What does sadhusanga mean in that context of Rupa Goswami Nectar of Devotion? Wonder why he said sadhusanga means associating with your Diksha Guru. Because what's the next thing? What does that sadhusanga give? What is that? What is the shape of Vajna Kriya? Diksha Adi Shikshanam. Where do you get faith from? Shastra. First you have to have faith in Shastriya Shraddha. If you don't have faith in Shastra, you won't have anything. You have to believe the Shastra, because Shastra is going to tell you about Guru Mahima. Shastra is going to say Guru is God. You say, what's that? Come on, man. I don't believe it. Sorry. Who says that in Shastra? Krishna. Who is he? He's God. Who said? He said. Who is he? Shastra Shraddha is the main thing. Believe in Shastra. Because you have Shastra, what do you have? Your mind. Or the mind of materialistic people. What's the question? Kitschy, Yuteshwari. You can't even tie your shoes and you want to run the Olympics. You don't even know how to tie your shoes You want to run the Olympic race. Yuteshri, this, that. What does it mean? What does all these questions mean? It's just generate. Why don't you just get a balloon and fill up balloons with your hot air? Do something practical. Get a bunch of balloons, fill them with all your hot air, tie a string around and give them to kids to make them happy. Asking all stupid questions, way beyond your ID card. Have you read Bhagavad Gita cover to cover? You're asking how you taste trees, this, that. Like, what can I cook with you? You start making khichdi. Oh, khichdi hers, rice and dal. Okay, rice and dal. Okay, I think I'll put some apples too. And some apples, and some raisins, and some nuts, and some sabji, and this and that, some krella. And then you serve it out and say, what's this? It's khichdi, yeah. Right, first, I'm not recording that either, that's good. When I started cooking, I'd always burning everything. But somehow I'd over to the garage and I would eat it. Then there would be a lot left over. I couldn't eat much of it. So I put it outside for the monkeys on the wall. Monkeys run up excited and you look at and they pick it up. Oh, they leave it there. Then the crows would come, roar. Oh. So after a while it would rain and it would go down the drain. You know. The monkeys would eat it, and even the crows would eat it. So you can't just, you know, better you go slow and build a strong foundation. It's not my day for recording. I'm a little slow on this. Hey, my clothesline there? That always looks fun. These are so close, What funny? So you're a brother?
Aditya's.
It's yours.
Aditya's most.
Aditya.
Not Hari.
He brings.
Yeah, but it has some letters.
Okay, question. Okay, fine.
Is there any correlation between Katyayani Devi Mandir in Vrindavan and the Katyayani mentioned in Bhagavatam? Katyayani Devi.
Question is, there's a famous Katyayani Mandir in Vrindavan. There's Katyayani worshipped in Bhagavatam. The Katyayani Mandir in Vrindavan was established in the last 100 years. It's a new mandir. It was established by a famous Durga, worshiper of Durga. The Katyayani of the Bhagavatam was worshipped. She was made every day, a new murti was made out of sand. called Mritika Murti. Mritika Murti. Murti made of clay or sand. They made a new murti every day, did puja, and put it in Yamuna. So that Kalyani place of that puja is about 45 minutes up to Yamuna. It's not there. And that Kalyani is a form of Durga Ma, Kalyani. But the Gopis worship Kalyani as a form of Yoga Maya. But in the Bhagavatam, in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, talks about the Kanyakamaris worshipping Kalyani. They chant a mantra, Kalyani Mahayogi Yadishri. Nanda Gopa Sutan Devi Patim Me Kuratena. O Mahayogini, O Mahayogi, O Yoga Maya, please make Krishna's son, make his son Nandaraj our husband. So Mahamaya can't make Krishna anybody's husband. Only Yoga Maya can do that. So they worship Yoga Maya in the form of Kalyani. So that there's same name but different. It's not connected. This Kalyani Mandir is not connected to that Leela at all. Same name. Hydrate, rehydrate. We got some more. Listen to your brother. It's very hot today. What? Oh. Where you were? Questions, Sannyasi Baba.
Just listen.
Okay, thank you. No question? Okay, so future. Put your left hand up. Shouldn't do that. Don't show anybody, no, I'm just joking, but don't show people your left hand.
Yes.
Because they'll read the palm. You know, you give a lot of sadhus when they get blessing, they go like this. Why?
So they can't read the.
You can't read the hand. I was in Delhi once, and someone was watching a picture of Prabhupada. The film Prabhupada, the Prabhupada's going like this, the guy was reading Prabhupada's hand on the TV. Bengali gentleman, he's a devotee. He's a good palmist. That's the television. Yeah.
So people who didn't develop a relationship with Guru, love relationship in this life, so it's for them not possible to develop a relationship with Krishna. If person didn't develop relationship with Guru, love relationship. So for them, it's not possible to develop love relationship with Narayana Krishna.
Good question. The question says, if a disciple doesn't develop a loving relationship with Guru, will it not be possible for them to develop a loving relationship with Radharani? Of course, Radha and Krishna are not so limited. That, in other words, some situations, I'm talking about the ideal and the fastest way, because developing a loving relationship with Radharani is we're assuming that we have a relationship, and we're assuming that Radharani is pleased with our relationship. But we're not seeing Radharani. So one way you can say, yes, you can develop love for Radha and Krishna without much relationship with the Guru. But that's not what the Shastras tell us. You know, Vishnu Chakravarti is accepted for all Gaudiya Vaisnavas. He says, if the Guru is pleased, Krishna is pleased. So that has a lot of meaning and a lot of interpretation to it. By Guru Prasad, you get Krishna Prasad. So Krishna means Radharani also. So you're just singling out love for Radharani. But the goal for every bhakti is love for Krishna, which includes love for Radharani. And maybe focus more on Radharani. But our nature is to be a lover of Krishna. And Krishna includes all his energies. Shakti, Shakti, Mathura, Bheda, there's no difference between Krishna's energies. So we have a particular focus. We're loving Krishna. Our goal is to love Krishna. We're loving Krishna by serving Radharani. That's our loving service to Krishna. But in other words, we have to please Krishna, and Krishna is pleased by pleasing Guru. So in one sense, we can't deny the unlimited nature of Radha and Krishna to accept the devotee's submission and surrender. Because some devotees, especially in the modern world, they may not be very close to Guru, but they may be very surrendered, very dedicated to doing their service for Radha and Krishna. So they can get perfection. The main thing is that one should have a connection with Guru. Because generally the Shastras say, without receiving mantras from a Guru and serving a Guru, you can't get perfection. So what is the extent or degree or percentage of that connection that determines whether one gets perfection or not? That's basically your question. Some of you have a lot of connection, some of you have less connection. So it is the degree of connection determine the immediacy of success. They can or cannot. Basically, success depends on a lot of factors. Success in bhakti depends on endeavor, depends on Krishna's mercy, and depends on luck. It's bhagya. Like what did Putna do? Putna did something like she was born in Krishna Lila, but she was trying to kill him. But she dressed like a Brijvasi. She dressed like a Gopi. That's one thing she did. She dressed like a devotee. And she came to serve Krishna, but not milk, but poison milk. So Krishna accepted that Bhava was seva, not the specific seva. That's why Bhava is the important thing, not the specific seva. She came over, the mothers offered milk out of love. She offered poison milk out of hate. But the Bhava was a mother. Mothers offer breast milk to babies. So she came with breast milk to offer the baby Krishna. But her Bhava was demoniac. But her intention was to kill Krishna. But her Bhava was a motherly Bhava, so it was a mixture of motherly Bhava and killing. So Krishna killed her, didn't get killed by her, killed her, and accepted her Bhava, made her a mother. So your Bhava gives you your body. She had the Bhava mother, she got the body of a Dachi, she got the body of a nurse of Krishna in the spiritual world. That's told in the Bhagavatam. So your Bhava is the important thing. So you have Bhava for Guru, but you're not so close to Guru, but you have love for Guru and you're serving Guru. You can also develop love for Radha Krishna, but not much intimate service to Guru. Because you have the Bhava, you have the love, you have the feeling of love for Guru. That's the important thing everywhere is the Bhava. Siddhanta Bhava Bhavita. I had disciples overseas. They were lovely, but they have husbands and they have families and they have jobs and all these things. They would love to live in Radha Kunda and be here every day and serve me and help me and be with me. But they can't be. Does that mean they can't get perfection? No, they get perfection. It's a matter of bhav. Everything is a matter of bhav. Our goal is bhava bhakti. So of course if you're with a person, it's easier to communicate. Communication is easier if you're personally with a person, seeing them and being with them. You know, it's harder to communicate over distances. But love knows no boundaries, they say. Your mother may be far away, but your love doesn't diminish because she's far away. Your wife may be far away, but your love is strong. Maybe stronger when she's far away. They have a phrase in English, absence makes the heart fonder. When you're away from your lover, you're more thinking of them, remembering them more. So, if one is with the Guru, they're lucky. That's good fortune. But the ultimate way to be with Guru is with heart. This is the real thing. Because we know there are many personal servants of Prabhupada that travel with Prabhupada for months and years. They end up in Maya, heavy Maya. They got lost, although they had a great fortune. So personal nearness. In other words, as I said, the factors of perfection are one's individual endeavor and surrender, the mercy of Krishna, and good luck. So everyone takes Shiksha as a Guru. So they get the mercy of Guru. If they can maintain the right bhav, and they're surrendered, and they get good luck, and they get the mercy of Krishna, they'll all get perfection. Someone may meet the Guru once, like at Gopal Kumar met the Guru one time, he got perfection.
I would like to add, so means anyway, short time or anyway person should develop this path. Doesn't matter they are close or they're far away, but this person should develop this path. But if person doesn't develop,
That's the last part.
if person doesn't develop this path, doesn't matter close or far away. I mean, it's what in this case.
If the disciple doesn't, that's close or far away or wherever, doesn't develop bhav for the Guru, then what's the question? What happens to him or her?
Is that prerequisite to develop bhav and feelings for Radha and Krishna?
Well, things aren't spelled out so much black and white. But my general impression is, I understand of this relationship. The Guru should be pleased with us. And if Guru is pleased, Krishna is pleased. That's what Vishnu says. And these are fine points. If one, in other words, if one is if one is following the instructions of the Guru, one is doing Bhakti Bhajan, then what more can he do? Then it's like she endeavored to tie Damodar Krishna, and she couldn't do it until she got the mercy. So every disciple should endeavor to the best capacity and wait for mercy of Krishna. Some love Guru a lot, some love Guru less, but all get the same perfection. Krishna's not so. Oh, you love Krishna, you love your Guru 74%. You love your Guru 93%. You have to take another birth. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think the main thing is if one doesn't make offenses, and one always says, follows his guru or her guru, and he gets the mercy of Krishna. He doesn't make any offenses, follows the guru, and gets the mercy of Krishna. Then they'll get success wherever they are. But generally, the more love one has for guru, the more perfectly they'll follow. The more the perfect will become.
The less offenses they commit.
Huh?
And the less offenses they commit.
Yeah, because Krishna says in Gita, what does Krishna say in 4:11 Gita? 4:11. Come on, Jack. Take your Gita out, refresh your Gita verses. 4:11 Gita. Gitamam Prabhadyante Tam Sataya Vajaya Mama Varva Vajate Manasha Padasarja. As you surrender unto me, I reward you accordingly. As you surrender unto me, and you surrender unto Guru, Guru rewards you accordingly. How does that work? If someone surrendered to the Guru, loves the Guru, you think the Guru doesn't know it? The Guru knows it, so he's going to put in more good words for that person. Spiritual life is personal, it's not impersonal, it's not you punch in, okay, punch in, give me my paycheck. I work 40 hours, here's my ticket. I checked in 9, checked out 5, I got 40 hours, give you 40 hours pay. We're talking about love, we're talking about pleasing someone, we're talking about serving someone, we're talking about a person. Guru is a person, service is personal, love is personal. Krishna is a person, service is personal. So, the more personal, more loving, more intimate you are with Guru, the faster you're going to get Krishna. I believe that's true. Otherwise, who needs a Guru? Just get your diction, get lost. Like, I have made something like that. You take diction, run away. Okay. Bye. Have a good day. You don't need me, I don't need you. Well, what about Krishna? Krishna, Guru's Krishna? Is he or is he not? Ah, he was for one day, but no. You were at the bank the day I robbed it, but after that you weren't at the bank anymore. You were at a bank, and I robbed the bank one day, and I ran away with all the money, so I don't have to come to the bank anymore.
Ignorance.
That's I came, I got this change, I ran away. I don't need it anymore. Okay, have a good time. What does Krishna think of that? What does Krishna think of that? You rob the bank and run away. You can ask yourself. Guru represents Krishna. Krishna himself is telling. And this is what you think of Guru. You drive in, get your milkshake and pay your 50 rupees and drive out. Drive-in milkshake bar, you know, in America they have drive-in restaurants and stuff. You drive in your car, give an order, think of that and take it. Drive in, get the sheets and drive out, bye. You get, as you give, so you get. Have no fear. Krishna is here. We're living in Vrindavan. You have Krishna in your house. Like we see every Sunday, we see pictures of different Thakuraji's. And also beautiful pictures. And so much love is coming out of each picture. Each really loves their murtis, their pictures. It's very nice to see. There's all these, like we have the capitals of countries. The capital of Russia is Leningrad. What is
Moscow.
it? Moscow. You know? Moscow. The capital of America is Washington, D.C. The capital of Italy is Rome. And so the capital of England is London. So I see these pictures of photographies from Croatia and from Moldova and Sweden and England and Delhi and Noida and Radha Kunda and Vrindavan, all over Delhi and here and there. What I think is these are capitals of love. I think each picture is a capital of love, capital of praying. I say, oh, here's Nikunja Nagari Mani, capital of love. Here's Frederica's capital of love. Oh, here's Yashaswini's capital of love. Here's Gaudiya's capital of love. I see the pictures. Here's Maharaj and Naveen Kishori's capital of love. Here's Madhuri's capital of love. Capital, C-A-P-I-T-O-L, capital of love. So this is nice. This is our Vrindavan, wherever our capital of love is. The capital of love is in the country of Vrindavan. The country is Vrindavan, and the capital is love. So we see a picture of your Gordanitai from Vrindavan. That's the capital of love. And your house is Vrindavan. You have a house in Watford, that's the capital of love. So wherever you are, you serve in Vrindavan, remember Vrindavan, and love your Guru and you attain perfection. What's the big deal? You know, so many ways to touch the nose, you know. You go through your legs, come through your belly button. Like a monkey or something. You go around, go like this. Fast, straight. That's why I always tell people who are looking for a guru, don't take initiation till you find a guru you can love. If you can't love, then wait till next life. If you can't love a guru, you won't love your husband or wife either. Because our yoga is yoga of love. Bhakti means yoga, love yoga. Sounds a little bit strange, love yoga. But Bhakti means loving service to Krishna. Most devotees aren't really eligible for bhakti because they don't have capacity to love. They have hard hearts. Most people are very crooked, they have very heavy samskars, they're very hard-hearted. Even they have devotee clothes and kanti mala and tilak, but they're very hard-hearted. They have difficult marriage relationships and difficult lives because they're condemned. Because Kali Yuga is full of condemned people, unfortunate people. It's a great fortune to be a devotee of Krishna, but it's very rare. Krishna himself said 5,000 years ago, he said how rare it was in 7th chapter of Gita, verse number 3. Manushanam sahasreshu kasyat yati siddhaye yadadhavi saranam kasyam amati tamata. 7.3 of Gita. How many thousands of people, one may look for God, And those who look for God, only one knows her in truth. Out of thousands, one. Out of one, none. Very few to find true devotee of God. Most people get into a nice social groove, get into a comfortable groove and stay there. With progressive bhakti bhajan, you should always feel a little uncomfortable. When you're feeling comfortable, everything's great, you're in Maya. You always feel uncomfortable. I have to do more, I have to go further, I have to surrender more. I'm too hard, I'm too egoistic, I'm too selfish, I'm too independent. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say. Rome was a great city. It took hundreds of years to even build all those Colosseums and palaces and all the things that happened. Like Rajasthan has many big palaces. I visited some of the palaces in Ajmer and places like that, Pushkar in Rajasthan, also in Mangalore. There are kings and palaces in India I visited, Udaipur. And they took 50, 60, 70 years to build. It was finished by the great-grandson. The great-grandfather started. The guy that started didn't even see it. He had a vision. He drew a design on paper. It took 80 years to build. He didn't see it, his son didn't see it, his grandson saw it. Amazing. The great China Wall took 200 years to build or something. Some king had the idea to make a wall to protect his country. It was finished 200 years after his death. Great China Wall. So it takes time to attain perfection. Can't be lazy. Guru is so necessary. The Guru always poking you. Get up, wake up, go forward. What are you doing? Are you doing? No. Get doing. What time is it now?
4:39.
Thank you. Yeah.
First, you said that many close associates were in Maya, means why it happens, just for me to become protected. That's why I'm asking. Why that happens?
Questions asked, the many personal servants of Srila Prabhupada went into Maya, heavy Maya. Why does that happen? What can we learn? Sometimes, I remember I was in one temple, 1975, one sannyasi came through with Prabhupada to that temple, and 3 months later, the same sannyasi was at the Sunday feast, wearing blue jeans and a shirt. So he was a nice person. I talked to him. He was a servant for about 8 months, traveled around the world with Prabhupada. I said, what happened? He said, I was so busy. I was so busy with serving Prabhupada. I thought because I'm serving Prabhupada, I don't have to chant my rounds. I didn't chant any japa for 8 months. And I didn't read any shastra. So although I was serving Prabhupada, he's a pure devotee, I was massaging, cooking, and traveling with him, and writing letters for him and so many things. But that wasn't enough to purify my heart of my samskaras. And I had my samskaras, my material desires took over me. So I had to leave Prabhupada Association and go into Maya for some time. So it shows that just being physically with the Guru isn't always the way to success. We have to do our bhajan. Hearing and chanting, remembering is Swarup Siddha Bhakti. There's Paricharya Seva and Prasanga Seva. Paricharya Seva means physical seva, cooking, cleaning. Prasanga Seva means hearing and chanting, following the instructions, hearing the Katha of the Guru, and trying to do bhajan according to the teaching of the Guru. Hearing and chanting, remembering Krishna is called Parisanga. So this is the most purifying. So he wasn't doing Parisanga, he's doing Paricharya Seva. Lots of physical seva. So it had its effect. He became very attached to Brahman, but didn't destroy his karmas, didn't destroy his sins or whatever was remaining in him. So that's why the Gurus, it's called pratyahara, over endeavoring. It's pratyahara? Yamagra?
Prayas.
Yamagra?
Prayasa.
Prayasa.
Endeavoring, over-endeavoring.
Over endeavoring. So that's why Gurus, they care about the disciples. Always say, are you doing your bhajan? Are you chanting your japa? Are you reading Shastra? Reading Bhakti Sandarbha? Or reading books? You know, this is the most important thing. So Gurus who really care about their disciples, they want to see that they're chanting and reading and doing their meditation. They don't care so much that they're making money for the Guru or selling books, all this stuff. This is seva, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is the disciple gets pure and gets advanced in bhakti. Advanced in bhakti comes by Shraddha Kirtan Vishwaswaran. It's called service to the bhakti. That's why you're connected with a service. It's always about the hearing and chanting. That's very good. You're hearing tapes, you're reading books and translating, you're doing Shraddha Kirtan Smarana all the time. So you become very good devotee. Some of the best devotees are still in the movement were in the BBT. Russian BBT, Swedish BBT, Italian BBT, American BBT. And all day long they were working on the books. Editing. They weren't big sannyasis, they weren't big gurus, they were very good devotees, very learned, very advanced devotees. No big title, but big bhakti, big awareness, and good luck, fortune for them. I know many members of BBT, they give great classes even today. They spent the last 40 years of life studying and reading. I'm an advocate of studying, chanting and studying. I'm an advocate. I preach, I believe in. I believe you should study as much as possible. More study, less chanting. Study the Shastra, the 6 Goswamis, and hear from a teacher, serve the teacher, Hari Guru Vaisnava Seva, and chant your japa. This is the best way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next questions, my dear. So your seva, Jack.
Yes, Guru. Aditi, question. Dear Maharaj,
What time is it?
No.
4:45.
Okay.
What is the difference between the effects of silent japa and solo kirtan?
What's the difference between what?
Effects of silent japa and the solo kirtan.
Solo kirtan.
Aditi's question.
Leading, yeah.
What is the difference between the effects of silent japa and solo kirtan?
Solo kirtan. Solo japa, silent kirtan. No.
Silent king.
What's the difference between solo kirtan and silent japa? Well, there's different statements made by different acharyas, so you have to find what works best for you. Because there's some statements by Haridas Thakur, and there's also statements in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas by Satsang Goswami, he quotes the Puranas. It says silent japa is 1,000 times more beneficial than chanting out loud. So solo kirtan can come under the category of chanting out loud. So your question is, which is better? If it's more effective to chant silent japa. There are two different practices. Japa is one practice, the kirtan is another practice. As far as the individual benefit for one individual, silent japa is most beneficial, as it requires the most focus of mind. The mind is most focused on the transcendental vibration of Krishna's Nam and Rup and qualities and Lila in silent japa. When you chant kirtan, solo kirtan, kirtan means with instruments. That's the definition of kirtan. It means with mridanga, kol and mridanga, kartal, gong, etc. So there's different, the mind can be focused on the holy name, because the mind is hearing the drum and hearing the kartal. So there's different distractions involved there. Kirtan is beneficial for you who chant and anyone who hears it. So all living entities in the room, here, visible or invisible, they hear the kirtan, they get benefit. So kirtan is good for you and good for others. But the most benefit for individual is silent kirtan, because it requires the most concentration of the mind. And what purifies one is absorption of the mind. So when the mind is most absorbed and concentrated on Krishna's name and form and qualities and pastimes, it has to be, that's why it says that silent japa is 1,000 times more beneficial, because it requires most absorption and concentration of the mind. And it's concentration of the mind on Krishna which gives benefit and purification. When you're chanting kirtan or sankirtan with many, there's not so much absorption or concentration of the mind. You're enjoying good music or good sound or whatever. But chanting silently is difficult. You'll do it and you'll see how difficult it is. Chanting silently means not moving the tongue or the lips. Lips are not moving and the tongue is not moving. The holy name is just passing through your mind. You're mentally thinking of the holy name. This requires great concentration. I suggest everybody that chants japa chants 4 rounds of silent japa every day and 12 rounds of out loud japa. Upamshu japa, it's called whispering japa. Japa loud enough for you to hear. I do 4 rounds. 1 round of silent japa takes 15 minutes. So 4 rounds, 1 hour. Maybe 12 minutes if you get fast. You can get faster also. Practice. Some people say they chant rounds in 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I say, okay, very good. Like some mental rounds people do. I heard that the sadhus do like that. I haven't been able to do that. I don't really I'm not on a road race. It's not a road race. If they can do that, that's very good. That's their good fortune. But don't imitate. Be honest and be real. There's another question? There's 4 more questions.
Jaiti, Didi's question. Gurudev, how do the Manjaris feel when they dress Radharani and Krishna? How do the Manjaris feel when they dress Srimati Radharani and Krishna?
How do Manjaris feel when they dress Radharani and Krishna? Well, I don't know about Manjaris. We do meditation and we dress. Let's look it this way. Many devotees in the world are pujaris. Devotees of Radha Krishna or Giriraj. They bathe them and dress them every day or occasionally. So when they bathe them and dress them, they feel very happy. So they feel happy as the sadhaka when they become Nitya when they become sadhana siddha and they bathe Radha Krishna. They also feel happy because there's no difference between a Murti and Radha Krishna. So I had the opportunity to bathe and dress Radha Krishna in Vrindavan, ISKCON temple. I bathed Radha and Krishna and redressed them in their night clothes. I took off their night clothes and bathed them and dressed them in their bathrobes. And so Mukunda and Indra came and dressed Radha and Krishna. I know that I felt happy doing that. Big marble deities of Radha Shamsundar. Massage them with ghee, and wipe them down with a warm towel dipped in rose water, warm water in the winter, cold water in the summer. So the feeling is very nice. It's like a mother, how does she feel when she bathes her baby? She must feel happy, because the baby is the object of life and love and pran. So when a Manjari bathes Radha and Krishna are the life and love and pran of the Manjari. So obviously the obvious answer is that Radha and Krishna are the life and love and pran of the Manjaris. So they feel great happiness and joy when they bathe them and touch their transcendental bodies. What do you think? Maybe you're asking this question because you never had murtis of your own. But you live with Krishna for 30 years and bathe him every day, and massage him with oil every day, and dress him every day. Like I know many people in Delhi that have been doing this. They and I also have been doing this. We all feel great happiness and great joy that we're getting to touch Krishna Radharani every day. So someday you may have the direct experience, Anubhav, of this transcendental seva called Shringar Seva, Murti Seva. Other question? 3 more?
Again, Jaiti did this question.
What's this?
Gurudev, you had said in one lecture that if the disciple is obedient and faithful, the spiritual master will protect.
Sometimes.
The the spiritual master will protect when material desires are strong. Gurudev, in what form does the disciple receive the protection?
Question is, the Gurudev protects the devotee from Maya. What form of protection comes? He comes as Spider-Man. He comes as Blue Beetle. Comes as Superman. He comes as the Sringadev. He comes as Krishna because when you call out for Guru, Krishna is right behind the Guru. A lot of times there's been stories where devotees have been in trouble and they call out for Krishna and nothing happened. And then they called out for Prabhupada and Prabhupada came and saved that devotee. So sometimes Krishna comes himself to save a devotee, or sometimes Krishna lets the Guru save the devotee. So one has a Guru, Krishna tells in Gita, he tells Arjuna, Kaunteya pratijani name bhakti pranashiti. My devotee will never perish. So how does the Guru protect the devotee in Maya? By remembrance. If you remember the Guru, you say, hey Gurudev, please help me. Prabhupada used to say, the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. You say, this is great sweet rice. How do I know? Taste it. Yeah, this is pretty good. Give me some more. So the proof that Guru saves you is when you're in difficulty, you cry out, Gurudev, please save me. Hanuman saved Lakshman. Lakshman got struck by Indrajit. Indrajit is the son of Ravana. So Hanuman ran off and got the herbs from a mountain. Sanjeevani Ashadi from Ganda Mountain or some mountain. What's the name of the mountain?
Sanjeevani Parvat.
Mountain.
Sanjeevani Parvat.
That's the herb, that's the medicine, and the mountain's another name. Sanjeevani is a dawa. The mountain is Ganda Madan or something like that.
Gandhamadhan Parvat is in Himalayas.
Anyway, he went somewhere and got medicine, Sanjeevani. Brought him back to life, Jiva. So Hanuman saved the devotee, the brother of Ramchandra Lakshman. So it means the devotee is more powerful than God. So because it has to be that way because the Guru is Krishna's representative. So behind the Guru is always Krishna. So that's why I'm saying, when the disciple is in trouble, either Krishna comes personally to save the disciple or Guru comes. Cry out Krishna, Krishna save, Krishna comes. Cry out Guru, Guru, Guru comes save you. Because what are we being saved from? We're being saved from bad desires or bad thoughts. They can't exist simultaneously. In the presence of Guru or the presence of Guru, presence of Krishna, presence of Guru, bad desires or bad thoughts or bad actions can't exist. If you're with someone and you want to do something bad, and you start saying, Krishna, Krishna, save me, Krishna, Krishna, save me. How can you do something bad? How can anything bad happen to you? Well, it's bad anyway. That means you get killed. If you get killed, chant Krishna's name, go to Krishna. That's good. In life or death, we always remember Krishna. If we remember Krishna in life, it's easier to remember his death. Death, one shoulder is life, one shoulder is death. Life is on the right shoulder, death is on the left shoulder. When you're born, everybody rejoices. When you're born, your death is also born. Jaya, 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 Sri Radhe. Everybody, oh, wow. Heavy stuff here. Any more questions?
One more was there.
Okay.
The question is from Utkarsh Dada. Radhe Radhe Maharaj. Maharaj, my question is that one of your lectures of Guru Tattva, you said that first 4 verses of Guruvashtakam are for Madhyamadikari Guru and last 4 verses are for Uttamadikari Guru. So Maharaj, my question is, should we judge different gurus like this? I am sorry Maharaj if I am unable to frame my question properly. First,
The Guru Tattva lectures. Hey, forget about all that. The Guru Tattva lectures are based on a book by Guru Tattva by Shukadeva Goswami, Hari Katha, who is a descendant of Vamsacharya and Nityananda Paribhar, a descendant of Nityananda's family. His name is Shukadeva Goswami, not Shukadeva of the Bhagavatam. So a lot of statements in that Guru Tattva book are from him. Most of them I agree with. It's very hard to judge the adhikari of a guru. Adhikari of a guru means the degree of one's faith. There's Kanishta adhikari, Madhyama adhikari, Uttama adhikari. Uttama adhikari means the guru knows Shastra very well and can convince you of the truth of Krishna. That's Uttama adhikari. So basically, when searching for a guru, one should find a guru that's properly behaved. Its behavior is good, and he can teach you the Shastra. His teaching is according to Siddhanta, or Gaudiya Vaisnava Siddhanta. He's a Gaudiya Vaisnava guru. And the guru has the blessings to initiate of his guru, and the guru comes in a proper parampara. This is what to look for. Other things you can't measure. You can't measure, is he Kanishta, is he Uttama Madhyam? It's difficult. You hear the Katha of a Guru, if the Katha inspires your faith, removes your doubts, and the personality and the behavior and personality of that Guru inspire your heart, and the Hari Katha inspires your mind and intelligence, then you can consider listening and staying with that Guru for 4 or 5 years and developing a relationship and deciding whether to take Diksha. And he will decide whether to give you Diksha or not. That's how it works. Relationship takes time, at least a year, more like 3, 4, 5 years. It's a good amount of time. Hear a Katha of Guru, study the behavior of the Guru, feel the personality, and get to know each other and understand what are the qualities of this person, then decide. Because there are many qualified gurus, but the question is,
Are we qualified?
are the disciples qualified? That may be a little more difficult to find. Any more questions?
What auspicious thing friend from Villa Vrindavana went to Goa. So I want to know if I can do something auspicious for her. So
there's all kinds of rituals to do from the day they die until 11 months after the person dies. It takes 11 months for the jiva to reach Pichiloka, Yamaloka. And after 11 months, if someone dies, you do a big ritual and puja and everything. I don't know all that. That's all karma kanda stuff. I don't know.
she's devotee.
I'm answering your question, please. Be quiet. All these rituals about death, it's called karma kanda section of the Vedas. I don't have knowledge of that. I can't answer that question. I can just say the best thing to do is offer 3 palmfuls of water. You have to be clean in body. Take a bath, wear a clean cloth, and go to Radha Kunda, face north. North is that way. And take 1 palmful of water like this. And then think of the person's name. Say, Krishna, please promote this soul. And do that 3 times. That's what you can do. It's called tarpan. After 3 days, 11 days, all kinds of things. I don't know all the details. She's cremated?
Yes, I think yes, because she's devotee. Fortunately, that's very auspicious because it was a Brahma Muhurta time and she...
Anyway, I'm asking a question. She cremated, yes or no?
I think yes.
So bring her ashes here and see Mohan Panda and do a ritual then.
I will say.
They should pay for it, the people, the relatives should pay for it. 5,000-6,000 rupees it would cost. I did that for a godbrother. Anything more? And now join Yajud and GSS. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.